Let me give you a sentence that humbles me when I used to say this a lot, that'll humble you. This is what happens when we sin. This is what happens when we sin. This is what we think intellectually. This is how we think. I am allowed to sin if fill in the blank. Now you'll say, I don't feel like that. Yes, you do, 100%. When you sin, you somehow justify doing it. So if my spouse does not show me the love that I want, then I am allowed to sin if fill in the blank. So sometimes I'll ask a question like, so do you feel like you're allowed to sin against your spouse or your child or whatever when they do this? Like what verse do you feel like you get that from? I'll ask that question because that's how we react. Because we think it's intentional. It's not, it's habitual. There's patience and grace for habits. When it's intentional, there's patience and grace for that too, but that's a different conversation. God sees his children and knows, man, we're sinning out of habit. Most of it is not intentional. Even though you could say, well, every sin is intentional. Yeah, but there are times we don't wake up like, man, I can't wait to. But there were times I'd be like, hey, young, hey, it's Friday. I'm trying to get smacked tonight. Trying to pick up some bras, it's whatever. That was intentional. Now, some of those things are habitual. No, not the things I just said. I don't get smacked. I don't get high anymore. I don't go pick up bras. But there are things that are habitual. Learn the difference. Learn the difference. Because you can have grace for someone who you need time, all of us, to create new habits. It's not always intentional. Stop getting so easily offended. There's grace for that, all right? Hope this works for you. I'm telling you, if you're married and you're beefing, have a conversation and watch how you realize, wow, I just think it's intentional because we talked about it. We both agreed that we knew and then I did it again. Man, most people aren't trying to hurt their spouse. They just do things out of habit. And we need to take intentionality, time to create new habits.